so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
4 yards on the pickup.
They'll go again with McKissick. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 3rd down, here comes Barber. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 13-yard touchdown run. And Washington has made this a one-score game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. That'll go as a loss of 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The end of the 3rd quarter of play.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
14.
Now Breeze. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense. And look at this. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 14. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, We're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
At the 16-yard line.
Bree's going to throw here. He's got Burton here. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Now Smith. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims, 65 yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. That'll be complete to Cook. That's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a desperation throw deep down. This is caught inside the 15. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
Washington.
As they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
And goal to go.
Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd, carry it into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So they, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Ready? You ready?
Back to throw, Breeze. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
To kick off for New Orleans.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Well, the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Smith. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, Smith. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally. Throwing is Smith.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Saints will have the football back. First throw of overtime for Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Final score.
Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway.